Selamünaleyküm. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Esselatu vesselamu ala Resulina Muhammedin seyyidina tarikatuna sohbet ve hayru fil cemiyye. Sen buyuruyor, yessir ve la tuassir, beşşir ve la tuneffir. Kolaylık gösterin diyor.
Our beloved Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, says, make things easy.
Zorluk yapmayın.
Do not make difficulties.
İnsanlara zorluk çıkarmayın.
Do not come up with difficulties for people.
Için yapılan ibadet falan ne kadar yaparsa insan onu Allah kabul eder.
For this reason, no matter how much worship a person does, Allah Almighty accepts it.
Senin ibadetin kabul olmadı dersen adam ya hanım ikinci defa ben kabul olmuyor diye ben yapmam diye şey yapar.
If you tell someone your worship was not accepted, that man or woman will not do it a second time.
Halbuki Allah Azze ve Celle insanın ibadeti Allah rızası olduktan sonra kabul olur.
If you criticize someone by telling him your worship is not accepted, then that person will say, as it's not accepted, I won't do it again. However, you must know that Allah Almighty accepts a person's worship as long as that person does it for the sake of Allah Almighty.
Onun kabul olması için yani bir mani yoktur.
There is no obstacle for something not being accepted, and you are in no position in telling people that their worship is not accepted.
Allah Azze ve Celle Peygamber Efendimiz'in mübarek lisanıyla buyuruyor, kolaylık olsun.
Allah Almighty says through the blessed tongue of our beloved Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, let there be ease.
Kolaylık yapın, insanlara zorluk çıkarmayın.
Make things easier for people. Don't make things difficult.
Sen şunu yapacaksın, bunu yapacaksın, şöyle yapacaksın, böyle yapacaksın dersen zor gelir sana, ben yapamam deyip hepten vazgeçersin.
You shouldn't impose things onto people by force. If you tell them you must do this, you must do that, you must do it this way, you must do it that way, things will become difficult for a person, and they will then say, I can't do it, and they will give up altogether.
İşte halbuki az bir şey olsa bile insanın kalbini nurlandırır, işlerine rast gelir.
You mustn't prevent people from getting the blessings of even a small thing, because even a small thing may be the means for a person's heart to be filled with the divine light, and even a small deed may be the means for a person's affairs to be set right.
Yani Allah'ı unutmadıktan sonra o namaza durduğu vakit tabi Allah'ı hatırlıyor insan. Abdest
What is most important is to not forget Allah Almighty, and to inspire people to not forget Allah Almighty. When we stand in prayer, of course, we remember Allah Almighty.
saldığı vakit aynı şey. Bunun için
Also, when you make ablution, you remember your Lord Allah Almighty.
ne kadar kolay olursa, ne kadar az bile olsa onu insana zorluk çıkarıp da yok sen şu kadar yapacaksın, bu kadar yapacaksın.
So if a person does his prayers, if a person makes his ablution, don't make things difficult for them. Even what they do is little, that is okay for them. You should not make things difficult for them by telling them, no, you're doing it the wrong way, you should do it, you should do this much, you should do that much, you should do this and you should do that. Don't make things difficult for them.
Bir şey yapmasınlar diyor. Ama tabii Allah'ı unutmadıktan sonra Allah da kuldan razı olur.
If people do their worship and they do not forget about their Lord Allah Almighty, then Allah Almighty will be pleased with them.
Ve şunu müjde verin diyor.
You should give them glad tidings.
Sen bunu yaptın. Allah Azze ve Celle senden memnun. Peygamber memnun.
When people do things for the sake of Allah Almighty, give them glad tidings, and give them glad tidings for the goodness they did, and tell them Allah Almighty is pleased with you. The Prophet, peace be upon him, is pleased with you.
Zaten bu çoğu insan kabul olmadı diye vesvese yapar.
Because besides you telling them their deeds are not accepted, there are many people who are inclined to suffer from whisperings, and it is people themselves who constantly tell themselves, in fact, that their deeds are not accepted, and they suffer from these types of whisperings.
Acaba oldu mu olmadı mı?
And people are constantly unsure about whether what they did was accepted or not.
Abdestini saatlerce alır.
For example, they want to take an ablution, but then they are unsure whether they did it correctly or not, and then they retake their ablution for hours.
Giderse namaza duracağı vakit acaba niyet aldım mı?
Or when they stand for prayer, they start doubting whether they did things correctly, and they even ask, did I even make the intention correctly, and so on.
Zikir yapacağı vakit, ders yapacağı vakit acaba rabıtayı düzgün yaptım mı?
Or when they do their dhikr or their daily work, they will question what they do, and they will ask, did I perform the rabita correctly?
Rabıta, o zorluk yok.
Don't make things difficult, especially when it comes to rabita. There's no difficulty in rabita.
Yani mürşidini hatırla yeter.
It is enough in order to make rabita to simply remember your sheikh. That is enough.
Bir saat uğraşıp da rabıta yapacağım diye uğraşan çoğu insan var.
There are many people who struggle to trying to make rabita. They struggle to make rabita for an hour.
Onlar zor olur. Hiç yapmaz ondan sonra.
If you do so, it will become difficult, and then after a while they will stop doing it altogether.
Ya rabıta olacak. Sana rabıta eder. Sen onu hatırladıktan sonra onun vasıtasıyla Peygamber Efendimiz'i hatırlıyorsun. Allah Azze ve Celle hatırlıyorsun.
Don't doubt. The Shaykh will make the connection. It's enough in order to make rabita to remember your Shaykh, and then that connection will be established through your Shaykh. Because after you remember your Shaykh, through him you will remember the Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him. You will remember Allah Almighty.
Onlar hepsi sana kolaylıktır.
And these things should not be things which are difficult for you. It should be easy for you to just simply remember your Shaykh and remember the Prophet, peace be upon him, and to remember Allah Almighty. These things are meant to be easy for you, and they are meant to be an ease for you.
Zorluk istemezler.
And they don't require difficulty for you.
Allah Azze ve Celle Peygamberimiz sallallahu aleyhi ve sellem ve onun yolunda giden mürşitler her daim kolaylık gösterir.
Allah Almighty, our beloved Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, and our sheikhs, the way, the path they show you is a path of ease, and they want things to be easy for you.
Bu en büyük misal Şeyh Nazim Hazretleri.
And the greatest example for this is our Sheikh Mawlana Sheikh Nazim.
Kendine çok şiddetliydi yani nefsine.
He was very strict with himself. He was very strict with his ego.
Her şeyi, her sünnet yaptırmak için yapardı.
And he would do everything he could in order to perform every single sunnah.
Başkaları için kolaylık gösterirdi.
But when it came to others, he would show ease.
Onun sayesinde on binlerce insan sıfırdan başlayıp en güzel vaziyete yetiştiler.
And because of him, And because of him showing ease to people, thousands, tens of thousands of people, they started from zero, but they reached the best of spiritual states.
Allah makamları âli etsin.
May Allah Almighty elevate the station of Mawlana Sheikh Nazim.
Allah insanlara güzellik, hidayet versin.
May Allah Almighty grant people goodness and guidance, inshallah.
İnşallah. Amin. El-Fatiha.